was. Oh man, I'm getting a flashback to all these Stephen J. Canal TV shows. Riptide! Thank you, DrBen.
Yeah! Holy shit.
There it is.
This art is just so freaking crazy and just like so, like this is the epitome of like underground comics to me. I think I love it. I think it is so cool. I don't know, just the certain things like when she's walking away and she just has this big ass with
look at that big ass, look at that big juicy booty, this Latina
with her twisted deformed arm looking over her shoulder. I love it so much. It's almost Ted McKeever-ish in a way. I don't know. It's like Beavis and Butthead on meth. How do you like that? I don't know, but it's so cool. Like there's just something very compelling and just, I love his stuff. I'm a fan. Great storyteller. Just totally, as I've said before, the epitome of like underground indie comics. Right there, DrBen Anthony. Such great, color choices and just, I don't know. I'm with it. Inimitable. I love it. I love the color scheme you chose here, and this looks so good. Good job, DrBen.
Love it.
For you 90s stoners out there.
This just felt... Yeah, this stuff I really like too. I love underground stuff, and this side of the book had tried to bring a lot of that feel into it, and I really appreciate it.
Wow. Yeah, that's DrBen again, man. He had been away from comics for a long time, and now he's back. He's got these crazy colors.
Yes, I like.
Really great work. And some of it's like meta too, it's got talking about Brubaker, Sean Phillips. This is like, he is in this. He's the guy with the chops and the bald head there in the top right. So like,
That's the Broob.
Yeah, his hat. Yeah, does Broob know about this? He would love this.
I don't know.
You can get $500 for the original art if that's on Bristol board out of Brubaker.
DrBen is just yelling, "You're wrong," in caps. All right, but here's my larger point.
Yes. I gotta give DrBen some props real quick. Thick Comics, because when he wrote to me, I think sometime last year about because I write comic reviews and stuff like that in between everything, and like he hit me up, was like, you should do something like do like a interview thing, or like I don't know, join the Comics Journal or something, right? And I kind of just took those words to heart and just kept going for it. So Tony, I'll be interviewing you very soon down the road.
Yeah. Well, me and the Lord, we got an understanding.
We're on a mission from God.
Well, I'm not the kind to kiss and tell, but I've been seen with Farrah. I've never been with anything less than a 9. So fine, I've been on fire with Sally Field, gone fast with a girl named Bo. But somehow they just don't end up as mine. It's a death-defying life I lead. I take my chances. I die for living in the movies and TV. But the hardest thing I ever do is watch my leading ladies kiss some other guy while I'm bandaging my knee. I might fall from a tall building, I might roll a brand new car, 'cause I'm the unknown stuntman that made Redford such a star. I've never spent much time in school, but I taught ladies plenty. It's true I hire my body out for pay. Hey, hey, I've gotten burned over Cheryl Teagues, blown up for Raquel Welch. But when I wind up in the hay, it's only hay. Hey, hey, I might jump an open drawbridge or Tarzan from a vine. 'Cause I'm the unknown stuntman that makes Eastwood look so fine.
All right, here we are, live. This is Relaunch. Pal. Your friendly neighborhood, Dr.Ben, joining me today, as always.
Sam the River. The man who thought he was a river, or the river who thought he was a man?
River or man? We will find out. We'll find out.
We'll find out today.
All this and more you will find out on today's episode of Relaunch. And we're going to review some comics. We're going to talk about we're going to try doing some news.
Yeah, some news stories. We're going with a new format.
The new form, the relaunch.
Yeah,
we're doing the relaunch.
We're constantly reinventing ourselves.
Every episode
is,
well, relaunch. Yes. Mm-hmm. Excellent. And then, oh shit, let me make sure we got the volume. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, fantastic. As we know last time.
Yeah, we a few times.
Sometimes we do have technical difficulties with microphones, speakers.
Yes. All of this equipment.
It's a lot. We had a lot of people, the whole entire staff walked out.
Yes.
And
people were frustrated and mad.
Had a lot of morale issues, HR issues.
Mm-hmm. Them motherfuckers.
Fuck them. We do it ourselves.
It's been long enough in the video where we can say things like,
"Oh yeah, fuck them." Yeah, fuck. That's what I'm saying. Fuck the whole HR staff.
Reason saying you have to wait like a few moments into the video before you can say anything like that, or you get like demonetized or something.
Keep it. Keep the money.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we will take money, but they don't.
I don't think we've gotten any.
They won't even let us take any.
You have to get the subscribers.
Right. Which as
hit like and subscribe, people. We're gonna be doing that now.
We're gonna be doing that now. Like and subscribe. If you remember, we'll get. Now we're those people. Hit like and subscribe. Hit the bell. Hit the bell.
Oh, we're not going that far.
No.
That is too far.
So, I don't think. I don't know if this is even going to work.
What?
When we get to 1,000, we're still. I can't.
It doesn't come up.
It does if I put it on my chest.
Oh.
When we get to 1,000. This episode of you can attest as a sworn witness. This is sealed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not.
Yes, you can't get in there.
So 1,000 subscribers. We're having a party. We're gonna get drinks.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Hammers.
Probably from Cloven Hoof.
Yeah, we could get Cloven Hoof stuff.
Yes.
Oh,
advertise
that's a good idea.
them. Yeah.
What's this? I'm saying we could put this.
They make some mighty fine burgers.
But yeah, it doesn't show up with the.
Yeah.
But if it did, they'd be able to see that back there. So I guess.
I mean, they saw it. They saw it on your chest, like a shining emblem.
Right.
Our Crumb Man.
Yeah, but because I did have a lot of people. It seems like a lot of people really like Crumb. That's the one people have like really been like, do more stuff about Robert Crumb, which I've got a. There's another issue I've got of his art, but it's somewhere in my catacombs.
Yeah.
And
well, I certainly dig it. The style. Or whatever.
The style. Yeah, he was, I mean, that's the thing, is like Crumb was like the guy that got Harvey Pekar going. I give you some of those Harvey
the
Pekar stuff.
American Splendor. Yeah.
Did I send you the? Did you see the American Splendor movie or no?
No. But
All right. Well, let me pull up. Should we put it up there? Or should we put it? I guess we'll put it up there.
What? What thing specifically?
Because we wanted to cover some new stuff.
Yes.
So that's what I was saying. I figured we could do that. You being a big Alan Moore fan,
yeah,
you could talk about.
Well,
we should cover this too.
Or the.
No, I'm trying.
My comic.
This.
Oh
okay,
yes.
So I'm pulling this up. So
okay.
you're going to be the reader.
All right.
But I'll share it over onto here. So wait
yeah.
until I get it on to there to share the screen. Yeah. So this is the news section. Oh, you know what we should do? Yeah, well, that's what we should do. Hold on a second.
I think I'm gonna pre-order this. I'm just saying that right now. At my local college. It's gonna be like, I want to reserve a hold on this, thing.
We should do for the news, we should switch to the
the newsroom.
The newsroom.
Yes.
Or was this this is the lounge?
No, that's not. That's the
there. Medical news. Medical
yes.
News. Okay.
Because you're a doctor. And comics are healing.
Okay, I think we're good.
Right.
And now bring up the
here we are.
News article.
The news.
This is as much as I don't really like to bring okay, now.
You don't really like to bring
come on, there he is.
All right.
Yeah, see, he has. I don't have ad blockers or anything.
Oh.
He has so many ads that come up on here. On this bleeding cool is what it is. He's just to click farm.
Oh, okay.
Alan Moore's Moon and Serpent bumper book
of magic for October. Perfect time.
Well,
magic, witches,
ghouls,
and ghosts.
I thought that Alan Moore retired from comic books. Like he's above comic books. They lead to fascism.
No,
so
that's superheroes that lead to fascism, I believe, is what he said.
Well,
because it's like hero worship. This is a magic grimoire,
but
from my understanding of it.
He's positioning himself though as like the grand wizard.
I guess so.
You know what I mean? Like he's positioning himself in the hero position of like, look, I'm going to teach you magic. Like he's
it is basically a
because it says it's illustrated.
Yeah, it is like a comic book, but it has like kind of like just information about, I guess, magic and stuff. But he's working with Rick Veitch again. As you see. And I don't know who is that other person that's co-writing the book? Steve Moore.
Steve Moore
is that his like son or something?
He always says no relation.
Oh,
he claims that Steve Moore was his neighbor. Told him everything he knew. That was also who he tried to pawn Steve Moore off. Which I mean, he's dead, so I mean, rest no. Oh, I can't think of anything that I've read of his, so I don't really know anything about Steve Moore besides Alan Moore saying that he's a good. But when Alan Moore was writing for Rob Liefeld, Youngblood Comics, Green Comics, etc., he eventually was like, he was getting like a lot of money to write each issue, like $20,000 for to write it, to write an issue of a comic book. I mean, it's insane. And he was like, look, he told Rob, he's like, I'm gonna have my buddy Steve Moore start writing instead of me. Like, he thought it was like, what? Steve Moore? Is this
no relation?
Related. He's more neighbor.
That's pretty good. Every now and again we get a good impression out of one of us, on something.
Phil was just like, no, and you write them. People want to buy an Alan Moore comic. I'm paying $20,000 to get an Alan Moore comic. I'm not paying $20,000 to get a Steve Moore comic. He's not your brother.
I guess that's Alan Moore challenging the conventions of celebrity.
Right?
You know the way he is.
And I showed you that one before when he declared he was a wizard, right? When he said they were eating mushrooms, and then they realized all the other. That was the guy he was eating mushrooms with on that voyage, becoming declaring himself a wizard was Steve Moore. So that's the person. Yeah. So he's so I assume it's probably more.
Didn't he make like his own like god, like a serpent god?
Yeah, I was looking at. Well, I'll get that at some point here.
I'm going to get this book. I'm just saying that.
Well, I've got the comic where he's like talking. It's like a snake. It's a puppet of a snake of a. It's some Greek. Glycon or something or other.
Yeah.
And it's just goofiness. It's what it reminds me of?
What?
The Pastafarians who worship the flying spaghetti monster.
Oh.
And wear a spaghetti colander. That's their religious hat. That's exactly what it reminds me of. Well, because that's like a real thing. That's like a recognized Pastafarian.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Like it's just like okay, I guess. Like whatever. I don't know what your point.
So who are these other artists with him? I mentioned Rick Veitch, but Kevin O'Neill.
Kevin O'Neill's the guy that did the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Right.
I think he also recently passed away. I might have I've got a couple issues of it sitting around here. It's probably over there. I guess if I would have thought about that more, I would have grabbed them. But maybe when we put the Sebastian No or whatever under the microscope, I can go pull the other ones out.
Right.
I don't know the other guys.
John Coldhart, Porter, Steve
Parkhouse, Ben Wiki. Wickay.
But we got Rick Veitch and we got Kevin O'Neill.
Yeah.
Alan Moore. What more do you need, really? But
yeah, even like looking at this, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm not really sure. This gives a better description of it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's a grimoire of the magical, the mystical, and even the macabre.
Well, I mean, Alan Moore's garnered quite a bit of success. There must be something to it, right?
Well, I suppose, yeah. I mean, I'm not.
Oh.
If that's what I'm saying. Like it's.
Yeah, it's illustrated instructional essays, activity pages, biographies of sorcerers. Forbidden knowledge sure to tantalize even the most disillusioned of adults into believing in magic once again.
Well, I believe in magic, and I believe that it is evil and from the devil, Satan. So. I do believe in magic. It's just I believe it comes from, the netherworld. And
there's Mercury
making things as
I see him. It's Mercury right there.
Oh, okay.
He has the hat.
Yeah, it's
Mercury.
Kind of
the Roman god Mercury. And what's her? He has the moon.
Inanna or Athena. There's numerous false gods.
Numerous goddesses associated with the moon. So yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's I don't know. It doesn't. I don't want to say like put too much of my own. Like that's what I'm saying. Like for me, I'm just kind of like, okay, like a book about magic stuff from Alan Moore.
Well, I
like
those
other ones.
It just kind of completes my Alan Moore collection too. It's just like another thing to get.
Right. Well, right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I like,
titties. Who is this? Does that say who the picture is? It's a cool picture at least. Like a cartoony. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think I would have been more excited if it was like something else. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I listened to some of that. We talked about that. His Jerusalem book.
Yeah.
It's like about. It's not about. It's just. It's like about like a town or something or other. It reminded me of like James Joyce kind of like.
I tried reading some of it. It's
pretty dense.
Yeah, it really puts you there though. He has a way of like painting a picture with words, like,
right?
Just like
I was listening to it as an audiobook, which wasn't read by him, which I was disappointed that like the
sound
reader,
really cool.
That's what I mean. Like the reader was not, the narrator wasn't sounding like Alan Moore at all, but
I can hear his voice when I read it though.
Yeah.
If I'm reading it, I like read it like.
But that's something like if it was like
talk.
Adapting my 1,000-page novel into a comic. You know, like
that would be incredible.
That's what I'm saying. I would be like, yes, that's what we need. But like, all right,
that's a dense comic. That would take a long time.
That's what I'm saying. Like 1,000-page book of like his stuff, just like we're transmitting this now into the illustrated world. Like I would dig that. And this is what I'm saying. I'm sure it's not like, but it's not like it's.
It's really kind of more of a thing for weirdos like me.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It just seems like kind of like well trod. That's what I'm saying. It just seems like him like doing like sticking with what he's been doing. You know what I mean? Like I'll just do some more magic comic stuff. Because that's definitely a comic. Look at that. That's definitely a comic strip. Right. So this is comics. The Tyke from Abonatitulus. These are definitely comics by Alan Moore, all about magics and wizards. Is that it?
Whoa.
It is. And then that's the end of the.
They want you to buy stuff.
They want you to buy
so
it.
You can see more.
Right. So that's a page from it. It's a big book. Guys fucking in midair. Okay.
Yeah, I was looking at the panel above that, but wait, scroll up.
Okay.
No, up
even
more. Those guys like behind him. That guy's like,
oh yeah,
it looks like he's getting fucked up the ass, right?
Right. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like it just seems
like weird, but
well, that's a lot of all that stuff has interconnections. Druggery and mysticism is a lot of the words used for that in old Hebrew, maybe Aramaic, old languages. Druggery and magic and stuff have a lot of that was a thing that they were all interconnected with or whatever. So yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's, I'm not saying it looks bad. personally, like, I'm not like super like, okay, a bunch of stuff about wizards and stuff, I guess. But I guess I would have been happier with more and more about Jack the Ripper if he did From Hell Part 2. I would have, that would have been, or like From Hell Babies or something.
What?
Like Muppet Babies, but like,
I mean, like that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, when you
like
said
little
that.
little Dr. Gull going around like cutting up mice and stuff. And you'd have to have, even though like all the victims are younger than Dr. Gull, they'd also have to be in the nursery with them. So like you have to have like little like baby Mary Nichols, little baby Elizabeth Stride, and like they'd just all be
We have to collaborate on like this as a comic.
Little baby detective, what was his name, Aberdeen?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Baby Elephant Man too.
It would, well, like when he
Babies from Hell. That's what.
They take him immediately from the nursery and they take him to the circus. And they have him as the elephant boy baby.
He would just that's what I'm saying. He would just be, it would just be like Muppet Babies. It would be like they would all be in the nursery just like doing little shits and stuff. Like me doing it. See, this is, I think I have to do this now. Like call it Babies from Hell.
Yeah.
Like how could you can't even, he can't fight that. He didn't write the From Hell letter. That's public, that's a historical object. Babies from Hell. It's just like
those Whitechapel murders happened a long time ago. Anybody can write about them.
And
they're fair to use.
I don't think they've done a kid's version of the Jack the Ripper story either. Like
it's like a pup named Scooby Doo.
Yeah. This is like one of the best ideas I've had, I think. And it's documented. This is live. No one's even here to witness this.
Well, when people tune in, they will see.
When you watch this later, you're going to be like, oh, that's
history in the making.
This is where it started. Babies from Hell. Babies from
Are we going to call it Babes from Hell or Babies from Hell?
I think it'd have to be Babies.
Yeah, because it's more like
Babies.
Muppet Babies. Yeah.
Because you wouldn't call it From Hell Babies, like Muppet Babies. You'd have to be... And like the heart would be like, because isn't like the Muppet Babies? We have to look. I'm gonna have to look that up real quick. Just because. See, this is how things happen. This is how
1984. It's just.
I just want to get that the logo if I want to see. Jeez, it's all going like computers all. There we go. That's that instead. Jeez. Why is it doing there?
Can you make it bigger?
And then I just have to go over here to make it. That's what I'm saying. It's acting. If I had not restarted it, that's the thing, is I need to get a different.
Okay, now put in a picture of like something from hell, like you know, just some random artwork.
You see, well,
just put them together and
well, that's what I'm saying. It's like I just want that logo with the heart and babies. Just move babies over. It'll still be that big, huge B, and then and like the heart will just will have like little drops of blood, like spurting out of it. Dr.Ben's Babies from Hell. And it would just be like you just have like demented Muppet Babies adventures, but with baby Dr. Gold. And like would he be like actually like killing them and stuff? Would he be like? That's what I'm saying. Like, would it be like?
Well, like he said, like it could be about like his early.
He'd just be like killing mice.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
like,
saying. Like,
yeah, he'd have still have like those tendencies, but I guess he wouldn't be killing like prostitutes yet. But maybe you'd get the ideas to do it.
Well, I
mean, I don't even know how he would learn.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Like, it would definitely
at a
be
baby stage.
It's going to be like cartoony stuff. Like, it's not going to be
we're
like,
not going to be like super serious about like the early childhood psychosis development of a child and how
like
they became the monster that
like
they would become.
Maybe he's like the one that like they all pick on him. Like Dr. Goal is like the
yeah,
you know, the one they all pick on. Like they're always like making fun of him and stuff. And like,
yeah, he's like a dork.
It's a lot. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of fun things you can do with that. Well, let me. Oh, this is what I'll show you too. Okay, so this is. I was going to use this as the segue, right, to go to this other bit here, because let me see that. No. Recent. I open this. Okay. Jesus, how do I even do this? I need to be able to play this. Can I just play it? No. How do I play this on the thing? There.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we gonna change what's on the screen?
Yes, because I have to flip it over to this. So that's what I'm saying. So the Muppet Babies from Hell.
Babies from Hell is the idea.
Babies from Hell. Baby Dr. Gall.
Yeah.
Baby Detective. Aberline?
Aberline, yeah.
That's the baby.
Based on the comic book series written by Alan Moore.
No.
Are you going
based on history?
Well, right.
Based
that's
Alan
true,
Moore.
but
not going to base it on Alan Moore.
No, but it's kind of based on his like interpretation of those.
Like you want to like you're saying like a sack, make it.
I don't know. Like
and baby
either way, I don't know. I mean, all the same like characters in his book are in.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's all like everything in the From Hell comic is like historical. Like he wasn't like making. I don't know if there's like a record of Dr. Gull visiting the Elephant Man though. I guess we should look that up. But that's the thing too, is like for the Babies from Hell, Dr. Gull and the Elephant Man will be like the buddies, but they're like the outcast nerd buddies. And then like all the girls are all like with the detective and like with Netley and like I don't know. Well, see, that's Netley would have to be with Gull like, too. Like,
he'd be like
the girls would all be with what's his face, the Prince.
The
one that was got them all pregnant and everything anyway.
Yeah.
And the baby. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's. I think this is my thing. I gotta.
Well,
okay. So anyway,
I'm not with the Muppet Babies.
No, the Babies from Hell. Just entirely right. Well, babies. I mean, I gotta write. I don't need to.
Well, yeah. I just think it's like weird that we've had the like Muppet Babies logo on the people's screen for like that long.
The people's screen.
Simp. Dandy.
Okay, so this is you know my feud with Dandy Don Simpson.
Yeah, kind of.
Yes. He is the one who got me canceled.
Okay.
From 1963 comic, and
Mhm.
led to me getting fired from working on The Silent Minority.
Pretty lame.
Lame guy.
Yeah.
Someone
He is the
someone nominated him for Simp
of
the year.
I wonder who. I mean, like
It does. They don't say that. It's an anonymous on here apparently on the Gutter Boys podcast, indie comics podcast. They invite a lot of different people I like. Simon Hanselman's been on there. Noah Van Sciver, who I was just talking about with he's been on there. I think Alex Graham might have a whole bunch of the like current indie cartoonists. MS Harkness, she's pretty cool for her stuff. Tons of people have been on.
Great.
Good show. Fun show, you know.
Yes.
They have Pimp of the Year. And then
who won?
Well, I don't want to get.
Is it me?
No, you weren't. No.
Shoot.
No one.
I was trying.
We're gonna next year. We're gonna. We could demand a recount. I mean, if you want.
No, that's all right.
Okay.
I'm a good.
You
sport.
let it go.
I'm a good sport.
That's it's. That means you really did win Pimp of the Year when you can. Be able to step aside, be the bigger pimp.
Yeah.
Be the bigger pimp.
Yeah, I got my own. Hey, I got my own neighborhood, my own territory. Everybody knows what's going on there.
Simp of the year. You're gonna have to listen to this.
Simp, Dandy Don Simpson.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who Don Simpson is. I like Dandy though. Anyway, Simp is
Dandy Don. Somebody nominated Dandy Don Simpson for Simp of the Year. So that Simp, I had to look this up too because I'm not
versed in language.
Do you know what it means?
Like somebody who puts,
like a simp for someone.
Yeah, like somebody who cherishes somebody too much that doesn't deserve it. Or whatever. Like if somebody has a girlfriend or whatever and they're simping for them,
for the girlfriend.
they're just like doing everything for them and the girlfriend doesn't appreciate them at all. And she walks all over them or whatever.
Okay.
But the guy just takes it because he's just
okay.
a simp for him.
He's just left him.
He's like a doormat.
Okay. See, that's I thought someone who's silly, someone who's kind of foolish, or like or simp for someone. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
So that's what a simp is, basically.
So I don't know.
So did you look it up, or that was basically it?
That was my understanding. I might have, I'm not good at reading comprehension, as you know.
You like pictures.
I do like pictures. Now this is the other thing I was going to share too. I think I have a fan art in here, is what I think. Oh. They asked me to send them a copy of it, so I think I may have fan art in this AR-13L.
The little mermaid.
The little mermaid.
The mermaid. Yes.
Yeah, she's
made of merc.
Yeah, she's like if the Little Mermaid
was a mercenary.
Yeah, it was like guns,
pretty badass.
Throwing star, yeah, cocaine sharks.
Yes.
Well,
she Ursula is.
They're so close to.
Is Ursula in there, or is it like involved like the lore of the Little Mermaid mixed with?
Well, it's
mercenary stuff, or is it's just its own thing?
It's kind of its own thing, but it says it's a reimagining of Hans Christian Andersen's The Little Mermaid.
Okay.
But
yeah.
There's something like she's fighting maybe like illegal tuna fishers or something.
Okay.
You've seen the stuff for it, haven't you?
Yeah.
The commercial.
Yeah. I've seen
$20.
Yeah.
I think $20 is what it is.
Where do they have it? At any local comic store?
It's only on my comic. I think it might be on Indiegogo too. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's they're making it. They've hit their goal, and this is
so it's not on
you got
shelves yet. You have to order it.
Yes. I don't know if they've got a retailer tier or not. Some of these people, see, this is the thing. This is what I have to be doing too. Once I have my own comic for sale on these things, is I've got a. They do have a retailer tier. I should tell them that. Dude, make some. So you can get like a retailer pack if you're a little shop that wants to support them. But yeah, I think I've got. Because I did fan art of her with the mermaid with the guns. It's basically what I got from it: the mermaids and guns, and the little crab with the name Sebastian, Sebastian.
Cool.
I like that. I thought it was.
Are they in league with Cthulhu? Are they going to overcome humanity and bring us into the dark watery abyss?
Pirates of Dark Water. I didn't get the impression that it was like a Cthulhu. Cthulhu.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying Cthulhu is of the ocean. He's a creature of the water, right? Right. He's like a.
You know what? Dagon. Dagon is who I would link the mermaid to. That's Dagon is the half man, half fish.
Right.
Another.
Yes. Lovecraftian creature.
Another false god.
Yes.
Specifically named in the Hebrew in the Hebrew scriptures. Dagon. Half man, half fish. He's one of the false gods that was toppled by the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Yes. Yeah.
Hallelujah. Okay, what should we put? What's our name on this thing? Do we have a name? That says that. I'll put relaunch. So we can look at there. It's just pointed at my face. Awesome. So I can get this thing onto yeah. Well, I've got to do that, don't I? Remove that for just a second. That's the thing I noticed is that if I don't get it quite all right, get all that static and
reverb or something.
Feedback.
Yeah, don't want any of that.
Yeah, that's what I had to do the other day.
Well, you know what's cool is today we haven't had any technical difficulties yet. What are you
knocking on wood? Please, no more difficulties. Okay.
Oh yeah, if I say it might happen.
Behind us. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay. Well, so this, so this is what I'm saying. One of my comic, it's just like Indiegogo.
Yeah.
Kickstarter. I think you can combine like the totals or something from it, from the all the campaigns or something. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I've got to go look this stuff up.
Well, I might. I'm thinking of throwing some money that way.
Yeah. It looks like a fun.
Yeah.
And I mean, like that cover there is. Who's that even by? That one. Pixel Trader.
Do you get to pick what cover you?
Yeah, you can get that. That's what I'm saying. There's like.
Yeah. What? Let's see what they got. That's a pretty good one. I like that.
That's what I'm saying. All of them. Jose Garcia.
Yeah.
Brown. That's the one I love. Just with like the whole.
Yeah, it's really extreme.
The
minigun.
Mermaid with a minigun. What else could you want? Like.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right, so I'm gonna go. Stop sharing that, and then go over here. All right, and that's back with us. Yeah, that.
Are we done with the news?
I think so. Oh, unless you wanted to cover the Horseman thing, but I don't. I think we're
we're good. Yeah. We're almost an hour in.
Quit kicking the.
But like, well, let's look at a horse.
Look at a horseman. Jabroni Lanes. This is what I'm saying is like he's going to be, the comic is going to, you have better familiarity with this. I was explaining this to Daniel doing Fringe Night Guy.
Yeah.
Like, you remember my Space Jam comic?
Yes.
Like
yeah,
the
Jam Space.
He's going to be the character who portrayed LeBron in the comic.
Yeah.
He's gonna like there's
yeah,
gonna be like behind the scenes.
I actually we actually, this is like where a lot of our crazy ideas come is on this show,
right?
Like your babies from hell thing. But like we were talking about your Jam Space thing, and like we're talking about like this hypothetical scenario of like them, your comic characters, like as in like kind of like the 1963 thing,
right?
Like you have your analog characters of the Looney Tunes.
Oh
like
yeah,
you have your Stanley as Bugs Bunny, you know,
right.
and whatever, you know, like it, and like it would be funny, like they're all mad that like their thing didn't even happen, like they're not getting the credit for their idea. And like the movie,
they're all like they're like protesting.
Like that's like where, and it's kind of like almost like a funny parallel of your own like real situation with the silent comic.
Yes.
Yeah, like I feel like
it could show up
it
too.
like
have...
yeah, like I don't know, like I like the idea of like your art reflecting your reality. Like
well, this is exactly what I'm saying with Jabroni Lanes. That's why I just posted on there the other day that you know, he has a lot of anxiety because people don't accept that he's a centaur, right? For all his movie parts and comic parts, he has to wear like the green bodysuit for green screen stuff.
Oh yeah.
He has to wear that on his horse path.
Okay, that's pretty interesting, actually.
That's what I'm saying. They're like they don't want him as a centaur. They just want him as he's like a LeBron James body double. So like for all the comic appearances he was in, it was actually him as a giant centaur, but he was wearing green, you know, like that's what I'm saying. Like I want to do like a behind the scenes thing.
Yeah,
showing him like putting on like the green screen stuff, and they're like, hurry up. And he's like, okay, can I just do one scene as myself? And they're like, no. If you find one horsehair on this basketball court, straight to the fucking glue factory. You think there aren't more centaurs out there? Just, okay. That's what I'm saying. There's gonna be a lot of
why did they need a centaur if they don't want him to portray as a centaur?
Because they don't have the same. It's a workaround for labor.
Oh,
centaurs aren't under the same labor laws.
Okay.
As a human.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. They're like, but they can't. But that's what I'm saying. Like it's
that's
a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, it's a lot of cool angles there.
All right, so let me move this over. I'll let you kind of run the thing up here. Which comic do you want to?
Well, I guess we could talk about Sebastian O.
Okay,
because you were talking about Dandy Don Simpson, and if
good one,
if there is a dandy, this guy is a dandy.
This is
like he's a dandy with a thirst for blood, murder, and deviance.
Yeah, he's definitely all that. Yeah.
But he does like to look good when he does it, and smell good.
I'll put this on the solo that way. Let's say the solo from there.
Yes, solo layout. Yes.
Okay.
So
move that just a hair.
Yeah. When was this penned or written or released? 93.
Same year as 1963.
Yes.
Another. This is what I'm saying. 93 was
good
like
year for comics.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And
I gotta stock the furnace over here too. So that's what I'm saying. I want you.
You said the Invisibles were kind of another project of Grant Morrison's that kind of came out around the same time.
Here, if you slide your chair over to the left, this way
But,
we'll make sure that
this character is kind of like sort of a sophisticated young deviant. He's like a young adult. I don't know. I'm not sure what his age is, but he's pretty young. And it starts off, he's like locked in prison. And the setting for this is kind of like sort of steampunk Victorian England, but with like a lot of high technology and stuff like palm print scanners
explaining
and whatnot. We got Steve Yao Well drawing and penciling and doing the art. I like how he just draws all the buildings, and it kind of gives you a sense of scale. We have like this madhouse place. It's like a dungeon with a bunch of just like drooling psychotic people, but they also keep this guy called Sebastian O under heavy surveillance. They have their palm readers opening up, and they find out he's gone, he's escaped, and he's taken the uniforms of the guys. He cuts his hand off so he can use it for the palm reader thing.
Watch. You got.
Oh yeah. They don't see that. But
yeah,
cut
show
the
him that.
hand off.
The severed hand is definitely.
Yeah, I don't even know what he like cuts his hand off with, but
it is a pretty clean.
Yeah,
there's
good clean. I don't. Yeah,
I'd say
she's dead.
She is. Well, I mean,
and the king is on his way out too. Did you hear about that? He has cancer.
Yeah, well, he has sausage fingers too. Did you see his fingers?
Yeah,
hands are look like.
Yeah, well, the royalty will fall. The monarchy, it's coming down. Dr.Ben.
The monarchy.
Yeah, we're going to kill it.
I mean, I don't really think it's really much of a.
It doesn't have much influence in the world anymore. America wins, you know. Like,
are they really?
What?
Doing anything?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
they're just our little junior buddy. England.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, are they?
And the royalty, the crown, they're just kind of like figureheads. But anyway, Sebastian O escapes,
and he's not. See, I think that's the thing that we should kind of explain. Sebastian O is not.
He's not some thug.
He's a criminal.
He's a criminal,
right,
but he's not a hero. I don't feel like that he's fighting against heroes either.
He's not fighting against. He's just a.
He's
just an aristocratic criminal that is spoiled. He's not really doing anything except trying to like.
I was saying, like, I feel like he's like kind of reminds me of like Alex Delarge from like a Clockwork Orange or something. Like he's like a sophisticated young like boy who kind of is sort of well-to-do, and he probably listens to classical music. He dresses all nice and fluffy. You know what I mean? And he likes killing.
Does he enjoy the killing? Yeah, I didn't get that impression.
Well,
I mean, I got the impression he doesn't mind like shooting people.
Yeah, I don't. Well, yeah, he's not. I don't know.
But I mean,
he doesn't value life. He definitely doesn't value life at all.
Well, I mean, I suppose. I don't know if that's.
I don't think he has a villain. He doesn't have a bloodlust for killing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But,
He's
like,
not like a.
Yeah,
He's just, if someone's like in his way, he's gonna.
he was sent to the prison for like publishing some kind of book of like
Oscar Wilde or something, or is
no,
is this another crossover with?
No, like it's kind of like a.
Oh, it's something on Sure Vern and Mr. Wells.
Oh no, that's just like kind of talking about the mechanisms in his house and stuff.
But those are also writers.
Yeah, yeah, but like he's this guy's a writer, and he has like kind of like this.
Wait, Sebastian O is a writer?
Yeah, like that's what like he wrote like some like
anti-monarchy stuff.
Yeah, or yeah, so kind of some like kind of stuff that was considered lewd and like just wrong and dangerous. He's they could inspire like bad things in like other people or what because he's like a criminal and he's like kind of
see. Well, so
and he has that group or whatever. He has like these friends that are like a bunch of
it's a gang,
eccentric, like weird rich people. Like this other guy is like a priest or something, and he has his own little altar boys, as you'll see later. But like, oh yeah, and Sebastian O. Another thing about him, he always has to be dressed nice. And
he's an aristocrat, right? He's like cream of society.
He's getting out of his prison uniform or the prison guard uniform, and he's just taking a bath. It's all sweaty,
I suppose. I
don't
know if it explains all that, but I think it's inferred about.
Yeah, I mean, he's
leaving a prison.
Yeah.
Falling through sewers.
You're on the run.
Kind of implied you're getting.
Yeah. He's not in the sewers yet, though. He wasn't running. That's the next issue.
In the beginning, that's how he got out.
Oh, wait.
Wasn't it? Like,
no.
I thought there was something about he was in the sewers. Down here.
I mean, that's like a dungeon.
Oh.
Or like, like the prison is like kind of like a dungeon. The sewer comes later in the second issue with that like crazy crow man that we'll see at the end of this one.
It reminds me, like I said, like,
yeah,
when I first read this was back when I used to watch like the Sherlock Holmes show, in color with Jeremy Brett, which I mean, it's entirely, this is exactly the same, Victorian era, but it's, like I just, I enjoyed it because it followed like so many of the different kind of like. Is it like tropes or cliches or whatever? Like, like the end has like, the battle on top of the train, like there's all these just kind of like stereotypes or whatever of like rich people being perverted animals. And they have rich places, but they're doing all kinds of nasty.
And like kind of
that's what I'm saying. It's a fun,
actually, like the what they're talking about the house and stuff. They talk about like in the bowels of the house they have like human zoos where like they like have them basically as like sex slaves and shit.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So,
it's like
it's
like he's a Sherlock Holmes villain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a very disturbed person.
I could see that's what I'm saying. It's like I could see him being like like Sherlock Holmes meets Sebastian O versus Sebastian O. You know what I'm saying? Like, the same way like he has like Moriarty or like that's what I'm saying. It was a fun it stayed like true to like that feel of like the way just that sort of feel they have for that Victorian culture and society. Like it stayed really true to all that stuff where it felt despite it's like the steampunk world or whatever with all this weird high-tech stuff, it felt like authentic. You know what I mean? Like anytime you have like these things, like it's got this weird tech, like it feels like
yeah,
okay,
I like
that. You know, I can see
I
people-
really like this panel though, or this picture, like the from the sky, like you know,
right?
shooting down, like you just kind of see the scale of it. You're saying, and then you see the perspective from down below on the street.
Oh,
you
right,
know,
right.
It feels like a lived-in world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like that, it just has that like that authentic feel. Like it's like it's believable. You know, like all the different.
And this guy has him just clean shaven all over.
Right.
You know.
Well, I guess that's what they did back then. That's
Yeah.
what those elites do.
He's like, let not a trace of hair remain. So I don't know. Yeah. And he has like topless maid servants that are bathing him.
Oh, that's what they do back then.
Yeah. Part of his thing is also like about like living. Yeah. Oh yeah. And the police are after him. They're chasing him. He has his like house mechanized to like keep them like in one place. You know
how it's like a
yeah,
a horror house. Like it
yeah,
has these traps and like,
yeah.
With like, trap doors.
Yeah, and
secret
sliding
rooms.
Stairs. You know.
I know that is the.
It's like booby trapped, like as you were saying, he's like a villain from like Sherlock Holmes or like James Bond, maybe.
This is supposed to be like a police detective or whatever, like investing, trying to find him or whatever because he escaped.
Yeah, and the rooms are rotating around, and
And
he's
it's just-
like stuck in this like corner in the wall, and then he like slides out through like a hidden like door or something.
So he goes from. Find that picture of him before. I guess that's the best. Yeah, he goes from like this, you know, that picture of him there in that green suit, all dirty and dumpy and stuff, to like all.
Yeah. And he has
it's just like deposited in front of him for like a secret. He doesn't even explain it. It's just he's just all of a sudden he's just like in front of him, like, "What? Hello, what are you?" It's like he has a gun delivered, chilled to perfection, and that's I guess he just shoots him.
Yeah,
that's insane. He's not
like clap.
This is a good one too. This
The
Geek. It's
What's
another
that
one by
one? You know, that's weird. Rochelle Pollock. That's kind of.
Yeah, she's the one that wrote Doom Patrol too.
Yeah, I got some of that today at Comics Are Go in Madison.
And that's Mike Allred. Mike Allred's good.
Yeah,
and he's always been bringing back this thing.
And now he goes into the sewers. But like this guy. So who is this guy again? This man.
Prince?
Yeah, like.
Oh no, I don't know. I was saying like it's like he's unless he's not supposed to be like Moriarty or something. I don't think he's tried it to like anything else. Like it's just like that's the you know his enemy or counterpart or whatever. I mean this is the third issue.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
He's sent a group of assassins after him. No, and they show up in each issue.
Right,
yeah,
he
they haven't really
yeah,
shown up
right.
yet. Yeah, but the first of the people is
Right. Well, the first issue just kind of introduces us to him, and
yeah, this crazy Mad Hatter looking kind of fella. It kind of looks like the Mad Hatter, but he bites the heads off of crows.
Reminds me of the old guy, old Tom or whatever in Invisibles, the old guy at the beginning.
Oh, Tom Bedlam.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that was the other thing is that
only he is evil or delusional. I mean,
Right.
the other guy
Hands Up
wasn't
Crows is
super mentally like normal, but this guy bites the heads off of the crows. This guy's a little more malicious and
I think
nasty
that's safe to
and
say.
evil.
brothers' heads.
Yeah.
And speaking of crows, then the next cover is covered
Dark.
with crows.
Yes. The crows charging at Sebastiano, ruining his suit. And he's like, you know,
Heading into the sewer, you got it. Pretty much.
he's trying to avoid
This way a
attention.
little bit more.
Yes. Yeah.
You're fine.
And he comes out surprising him with a flock of crows. They knock him into the sewer water. Probably hates that. It's probably just like awful. Shoots him nice and smooth. Just like King Mob too. Like I was saying, like I think King Mob says that, and he says it's like a reference to like something they say before a Kink song or something.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. But it's been a while since I've been reading anything but invisible stuff.
And then he like tries looking for him in the water because he fell wounded, shot, and he's like,
Shite. All right, where are you? I know you're. Where are you? Come on, lovely boy. You're only making it worse for. Wah!
and he drags him into the water, and you know,
Right.
I think he
Rascals. He blinds him somehow. Oh, he throws like the butane fluid.
oh
or
yeah,
whatever
the
goes on
butane
it.
fluid.
Why are you blinding?
Bastard, you blinded me, you bastard.
Then like he finds the gun that that he dropped that he was using.
Yeah, you should try and pull this up so that's like under.
Yeah, and
Wow.
and now
Like
he's
set up so you can see like this side. Look up in here.
mhm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
The camera's over right there. Or up closer, so it's like
Where what's
so you can see like the gentleman said, "We'll shoot poor bloke off the streets, would it? Well, you know."
well, perhaps not. Bang!
It's just like a perfect.
How I detest the poor. I don't know. That's kind of like how I imagine he talks. Just very like annoying. Like
Probably like
Andy
Don.
Yeah,
I
like-
detest the poor. Oh, I detest J.K. Rowling. See,
she's not poor.
Well, no, but that's who he's very upset with J.K. Rowling. Is what Don Simpson's always very upset about women.
Well, because she's
Yeah, she doesn't want.
she doesn't like trans people.
No, I don't think it's necessarily she doesn't like them, but just she has reservations about different things. She has a different opinion.
okay.
I mean,
About sports and stuff.
bathrooms and locker room, and that's what I'm saying. Is like that's seems hardly the thing to be like. That is what determines that you're an evil person and worthy of, just public execution. You know.
Well, and then
If you have a different opinion about
Well-
something, like she's not like we need to get rid of these people. We need to do this. We need to do watch this. It's like that. And different opinion. That's what I'm saying. It's like you gotta be able to have respect. People aren't gonna have the same opinion on every single thing.
Yeah.
And like that, you just have to kind of be like, okay, like I don't like it, but you do. All right, whatever.
Sure.
And that's
now he's getting
I
out of this.
I don't like
war.
the poor people. They don't want to be murdered with, dandies in, expensive clothes with, what are you gonna do? Oh,
well, he
Like- he climbs out of the river
onto the like yacht or something. It's like, well, what are you gawping at, you dozy trollop. For heaven's sake, haven't you seen a gentleman before? And he just like fixes himself up and walks away. You know.
And I feel like
More of the geek, yeah. And then like
the farther you can keep it over because we got shadow on this.
Oh
side.
yeah.
It's
All right.
more- I pull it over to like there.
And now yeah, the Roaring Boys. That's the League of Assassins that they're sending or whatever. But like this guy who was involved in Sebastian's scandalous club, the Paradis Artificial or whatever.
It was in
But like he was a prisoner, also convicted, like Sebastian, but he got out early or whatever.
Wait, so Sebastian's supposed to be with this guy?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Well, no, they're not like
they're not like
buddies like
Yeah.
because this guy's like he's I believe that the urban term would be he is a HOMO.
Yeah. Well,
that's what this like he nonetheless he does.
Well, he
help
said
out.
he has like a mechanical garden that like does, I don't know, like it's weird. Everything's he also talks about how he hates like the natural world and stuff. Like that's another thing about these people is like they're all
Replace everything with technology.
Yeah, like which I'm kind of like generally opposed to like these characters.
He was ahead of this time. He was opposed to AI.
Yeah.
He's like, no, we have to stop it. AI is better. Well, wait, no, he's growing the AI.
Yeah, I know.
AI
That's
force.
what I mean. Yeah, he has like a mechanical like force. Yeah. He's all about he even says that he hates even like coming out here and doing the little work on the garden that he does do. You know, and he just loves the domain of his like house, you know, his abode. He likes just like, you know.
What is it? He just goes to him because he's still like on the run.
Yeah,
It's
like a safe house.
He's
you
like
know?
always on the run.
Yeah,
he's like
he's a
so
criminal.
not
He
like-
just escaped.
This is just like he just goes over there and he's like, I'm gonna hang out here for a while. So
Yeah. Well, he's looking for kind of information about all of these people after him, I think, too, or something like that.
like I said, it seems entirely like a like a Sherlock Holmes episode. You know, like
Yeah, and these people come, you know, this kind of like weird Indian guy with like these hook
this
thing.
is Grant Morrison writing all this. It's weird because this is something the guy has all these kids. Are they robot kids or are they real kids?
No, I think they are.
Oh yeah, because he's.
I don't know, like. Well, that's that guy, you know.
Right, well, because he threw the spike and
Yeah,
hooked her.
they're after him. He runs, nicks him. You know,
all pretty. I mean, you
Yeah.
know, what would you say
That's
about like
also
the way the action? Can you
The-
read,
the-
like what's
the-
happening
yeah,
through the.
that's another thing I kind of liked about this story is like the action feels like kind of like choreographed in a way, you know, or episodic,
Yeah.
you know, like it, like you know, like he's throwing the chain after him and he's like running away. It nicks him and it brings attention to that and up close.
Well, so that's what I'm saying
Custom-
too. Is I wonder he had to have been watching or thinking of like old, like shows and movies and stuff. So that's what I'm saying. Like that having that same like kind of cinematic feel.
Yeah.
That's what I think what it is. That it's all as a more like cinematic, you know, like you can see this as like a scene or a still from like a movie, just about any part of it, you know, like.
Yep. And he like you know, pries himself loose of the rope. He you know,
that catches him.
It's very easy to
that.
Yeah. And like you can see where everything is because you see the shield with the like swords. He grabs for it.
It's like he gets caught in the shoulder with that. Look at that. That's what I'm saying. That's what people want to see.
Yeah.
Blah. I want to see blood and guts. Something it's stuck on the stairs with that thing in your shoulder. Oh Jesus!
Oh, and he uses the sword to like kind of swing out of it or whatever, like cut it off or something. He goes up there and climbs up,
and some sort of like gets pulled. Oh yeah, he's like swings somehow and like kicks him out a window or something.
Yeah,
like I said, it's like everything has got like that kind of. Like a cinematic feel to it. He hangs. Of course, hangs the. Was that guy an Indian? Did you say like a?
Yeah, he kind of looks like
assassin or something.
Yeah. I don't like hangs him there, but he comes back later in the smoke somehow. But it looks like. But
yeah, this guy gets
killed.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. This guy he's able to like activate those flowers or whatever.
Yeah.
So they, stab through this other guy's back.
Yeah.
Or like no, from the bottom. So it's like going up. Ew. Where is it coming? Does it go back to that guy that he just killed? No. Like it's like going. Ugh. Like
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Is it going up his leg? Maybe his thigh or something?
Looks like almost his rectum or something.
Right, he's right up the taint.
Yeah. But you know, he's just kind of on his way out. And yeah, the police are still after him, shooting with the turrets from the helicopter.
Again with the miniguns. He's like it's like everything is all.
And then he makes it to like one of his other accomplices' houses or whatever. They're hunting, shoot a bird.
This is a fun one.
Yeah.
Gregory books. He's like Gregory's like that little dude.
Yeah.
And he just says "give." And I think these are like mice. I think there's like a roach or something. Maybe they're all roaches. Or they're all mice, but they're all. That's what I'm saying. So I've got a couple of them.
Yeah.
It's fun stuff. And then he drew Sandman eventually.
But this accomplice is a lesbian cohort of his.
What?
Yeah. What?
Say that? Why?
Well, she is. No. It doesn't say that. That's just what she is. No, she is a lesbian.
Well, how do you say that?
That's her girlfriend. That's a lady.
Is it?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, and that's how
I really don't.
That's how they hide from the police, actually.
Like pretending to be ladies?
Or Sebastian pretends to be a lady.
Why not? Why are they making look? So this is like 30 years ago. All this stuff is just normal.
Like, okay, so he gets dressed up. You know, Sebastian, that's him. And they're at the door. He's like posing as her, like, what?
That's not him?
Oh, wait a minute.
What are you talking
about? Wait a minute. No.
Yeah,
oh, no,
just
never
the
mind.
lady.
No, that's just the same lady. Never mind.
Yeah.
But, like,
I don't think that's necessarily
okay, that
lady.
No, that is a lady, though. It is.
I don't know. It seems just sort of like a eminent man or something. I mean, I don't really care either way.
I read this recently. It is a woman.
It's supposed to be a woman, like
Yes.
in drag, man drag. Is that what we call it?
I mean,
because she's not like that's what I'm saying. Like,
no, she's just a lesbian. She's not like in drag.
Lesbians.
Well, anyway.
So that's what I'm saying. Though, is how can they say that all this stuff wasn't in here, and they're like, we've been kept out of all this shit.
Yeah,
it's just been here forever. Like,
yeah,
all the same shit was in Sandman and all them other ones, and that lady, all kinds of ladies, and Rachel Pollack, right, and Doom Patrol, and all this shit. That's what I'm saying. It's like that. It's like, to me, it's absurd that like there's all these people that are like claiming that like comics is just all white guys. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, because to me, it's like, which I mean, granted, this is by what's his face?
Grant Morrison,
right? White guy and white guy.
Yeah, well,
I think I would assume Tatiana Wood is a woman.
Yeah,
I don't know though. And
yeah,
you know, and like that's what I'm saying. It was like it was women doing all kinds of shit. That's what I'm saying. That's the bad example because that's like all guys. But all the Jill Thompson stuff, all the Rachel Pollack stuff, all the other Ian Nocenti writing.
Oh, and yeah, so he knows the Lord Theo guy is on the train. He's like standing over where it comes through. He jumps on top of the train. He slits the guy's throat. Like lights go out, and he's there to show them on the train.
He's brought his Kindle.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's like I don't know.
Dude, this is 1993. But I mean, we already had like Dick Tracy having his like video wristwatch thing. So like the idea of having like a video thing you could carry around wasn't like they had that shit with Dick Tracy. He had a video wristwatch since like the old days.
So the Queen is dead in this, but like he has her like electronic. He's
just
AI. Yeah, like the Queen is like an AI generated thing.
And yet they killed the guy that was all for the robot stuff. See,
I mean, yeah, this guy is kind of like
they're not consistent with what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, but they have a showdown, more action. There's a lot of
yeah.
You know,
it's like it's entirely like it's like he was like watching a bunch of old like Sherlock Holmes and different old like adventure movies and stuff. This I'm saying, like a battle on a train. It's like it's entirely like an action movie.
Happened in the new Mission Impossible movie that came out.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
The beginning of
and the new Indiana
do,
Jones the new one that came out that sucked.
We should give a shout out to the people at the beginning of the show.
What?
He did at the beginning. Remember, I did the long.
Oh yeah,
I haven't done that one in a while. Michael Fitzgerald Troy, who said I was looking at Darkest Image stuff, and Eli Schwab looking at other stuff, and Dan Shaheen, and Tony.
Yeah, cool.
So was there someone else? And Scott Adams, the Dilbert guy. He's like, it's just you're wrong.
And he quotes Nietzsche, our character here. Says God is dead.
Sebastian. And
yeah,
think about that too. In the Mermaid, the crab is named
Sebastian.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. Wow, so many tie-ins.
It's like we planned this, but we didn't. It's weird. It's uncanny.
This is my world. You cannot kill me, for I am God. But haven't you heard? God is dead. And then to quote Nietzsche.
Oh, wait, is that really the end of it?
No.
I was gonna say that.
No, he
It's horrible. I would want him to fall off the train then.
he just like breaks the train. They're coming after him. They fall down.
Did he kill that guy then? Or no?
He killed him.
That was the leader.
Yeah. He's just making his getaway.
These are just the others.
He pulled the brake. They fell down. He's running. See, like it's pretty easy to follow what's going on, you know.
Just keep listening to him. Just want to like over.
And then he orders a taxi. He's like, he hails a taxi. He gets home to his house with his Soames waiting. And this guy comes back, waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you. Like, he comes back, and then they have another scuffle.
He's still.
And then I like how he beats him, actually. It's funny. He hooks his hook onto the carriage. And he just like takes this guy for a ride. And he probably gets hit by that bus right there. And now he's just back home in his white suit. And Soames is just
it's like Tom Wolfe.
Yeah.
And that's the end. And then it's just back to almost go lay around and
enjoy some bubbly or something. So that's Sebastiano. 3 issues of just this guy.
Look, that's what I'm saying. Like, it is kind of like, what exactly was that? I mean, it's definitely like 3 issues of a comic.
Yeah.
And it's about this dude, and like it's this whole little world. Like, is it just if this was this like, did he want to do more of this? You know what I'm saying? Like, did he want to have like more Sebastiano comics? Like, that's what I'm saying, like a Sherlock Holmes thing. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
Sebastiano versus the porcelain monkey, or you know, like
He probably writes a little bit about it in that book that you gave me.
Not really.
Really?
Really?
Not anything at all.
I read in the Super God.
I mean, like, he must have said something.
He talks more about the Invisibles. He just.
I mean, that makes sense.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He only like just barely mentions it. Like, it's just kind of like it was just like a passing. Like, he like, what if I was there as this dude in this whole world? And he's just like, I don't know. I guess that's what it is.
I mean, it's fine for what it is. You know, like, I don't think it needs to be like
more
expanded on necessarily. Like, I mean, you could make your own like fan stories, maybe if you want. But I don't know. I don't really like the person. I like the universe and the world of it. And yeah, like I want to see him dead.
I didn't until you read that quote from Nietzsche that he has.
Oh, really?
Heard? God is dead. Like, up until that, I was like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, thinking about it, like I've always.
I don't know. I hate that he's obsessed with like fine clothes and like shit. Like,
see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I had this as a kid, and I was like, yeah. It's like a super villain. He's like classy. I mean, maybe that explains.
He's just like really full of himself. Like, I don't know. Like, he just thinks he's hot stuff.
Well, I mean, that's me, I guess. I am the epitome of underground comics.
I mean, to be fair, I like him.
Yeah, I mean,
escaping. I like him evading the police and stuff.
Right.
I always don't like the police.
See, this is like how I was saying earlier with Harry Potter, the Harry Potter lady. you don't have to necessarily like everything about.
Yeah.
You
And like, I don't think he necessarily wants you to like the character or think he's cool or anything. I don't think Grant Morrison is like, yeah, like Sebastian is all right.
Is a good role model for you, kidding?
Yeah, I want to be like him.
Well,
Hey, well, I'd rather be like Sebastian than this fucking guy. This
that's Grant Morrison in his when he starts getting old. That's what he's worried about. He's like, be him. I'd rather at least be a classy supervillain.
Yeah, than a weird guy with a mechanical forest and child servants.
Yeah, that's okay. It's
Speaking of weird stuff with kids,
again with people staying there.
But that's Sebastian O. But were we going to talk about anything else or
what you call it? March 2nd is the
yes,
Indie Author Bash. Pretty good books. Downtown Ashtabula. Yeah, just quick touch of the Horseman. Oh, I guess I have to move that so it's like we can see his face.
Yeah.
I mean, you can put, or we can slide this over. They can see all of these.
Some of the doctor's work.
This is the girl with skull face, of course, and then cameras. Oh, yeah, this is the one I was like, I put this filter on a video.
Mm-hmm.
I did like a time lapse video of like me inking this, and then this filter I put on it. It makes like parts of it like move, like I ink it, and it's like her face and stuff is like moving. The same like after I ink her, it's like she's like. I'll show you once we're because it's like I said, like I'm working on figuring out like it's animation stuff, using all kinds of just the same way I do comics is the same way I'll figure out to do animate shit. Yes. Yeah. Let me. Yeah. I did that thing. Yeah, I guess. We've been going for like a
good minute. We've had our news. We've had we talked about comic thing.
Or one with Alan Moore. I did like that. You see it's like shadows moving around on them.
And we came up with our own original idea. Babies from Hell.
Babies from Hell.
Yes. That's our second idea we've came up with on real time on the show. Like your jam space thing. Like with the continuation of the horseman guy. Jabroni and
Jabroni Lanes.
Stanley's going to be in it too, right?
Oh, he has to be. That's what I'm saying. Like it'll be like he'll like we'll just see like the person that like looks like Bugs like take off his a mask, and like when he takes off the mask, it's just like Stanley. He's there like with his like one like buck tooth, and he's like blue face, and he's just like.
So does he have like a Bugs Bunny mask?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the same, like I would think like this is like I tried not to do like a real like full on LeBron drawing this, but just sort of like a like a LeBron stunt double. You know what I mean? Like I feel like LeBron I drew in like the Space Jam comic was more like on point. So I'm saying like I want him to be like this is like the guy who was really doing it, but in the comic he's like he had to wear green skiing pants, a lower he had to have to hide his centaur. horse have?
I think trans people would like this comic.
About the horse?
Yeah,
I don't-
because his whole struggle is about like accepting that he's a centaur.
Well, I mean, maybe
It could be read as an allegory for that.
I guess. I mean, you know,
Maybe I don't want to write anymore. No.
maybe I'll just stick to the babies from hell.
No, no, it doesn't necessarily have to be like
Those
that's
there's all of see that's what I'm saying is those people don't like me. So it's like if I try to like write stuff
well,
for
it's,
them,
no, it's
it'll
not
just
like,
be like
it's not like you're writing it for them. It just happens to be like
it'd be like fighting a losing battle.
thing.
Like
Yeah. No, you're not trying to win any. Like it was more an afterthought. It's not like you already have the idea. It's not like if I just said it's a thing that like some people could look into it that way or see it that way.
well, I mean, well, that's what I'm saying. It's like I think the thing with like good stories is that like everyone could be able to see like a part of it. You know what I mean? Like there's something that like is just going to be like universal for everyone. You know what I mean? That's like, but it's still, I don't know. This is what I'm saying. I think it's a good.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's a fun idea. Jabroni.
Mm-hmm.
And jabroni is like a wrestling term too. So like, you know, the whole sticking with it. And we get to make fun of Don Simpson too.
Yeah, just lots of good stuff today, really.
So, and we should for we're just in the newsroom. Medical news.
What?
It says medical news on the thing.
Well, you're a doctor.
Right. Well, I mean,
for healing the people.
The soul. Medically of the soul. Right.
Doctor of divinity.
Exactly. Not medical doctor.
Yeah.
Medical in the sense of the
our prescription is good times.
So
talking about comics, just the legends, the stories were like shaman.
Well,
modern age shaman.
What was it? Do you want to show off any other comics just to like?
Yeah, like
that's what I'm saying. We can't because
we're not going to go over them, but like this is just kind of what I got from the dollar bins today.
Let me show them that one.
What
the
Doom Patrol? Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. See, this is what I'm saying is I think
we'll
either have to like, if I try to put it closer, this will just disappear everything. Look, it's like I got camouflage. Can't even see me.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well, hold on. I'll put it. I do love this cover.
Yeah.
Put this one on the solo. That's what it is. Every day we're learning these things. Doom Patrol number 67.
Mm-hmm.
Again from 1993.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy. That's the chief, like the Professor X of the Doom Patrol.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was in a wheelchair, the leader of a group of weird misfits,
mutants
and stuff.
Yeah.
Before the X-Men came out. Mm-hmm. X-Men ripping off.
Yeah, DC.
So they're like, DC was just like, you know what? Fuck you, we're gonna go even farther.
Yeah.
He's not just in a wheelchair. He's just a head. He's just a head. That's this note. Well,
kind of reminds me of like
Dorothy.
Like, you know, like the Venture Brothers, aren't there like villains that are kind of in that are like brains in jars or something? Or
I believe so. And then like in Futurama, that was the whole thing. Like all the celebrities from now were heads in jars in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, like I said, this is like written by. There's like this chocolate milkshake. This thing looks so nasty. Rachel Black and Linda Medley.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is like fantastic.
Yeah, I was looking through it.
Yeah, see, there's Robot Man. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Cliff of steel, and he's pushing the head like he's in like a styrofoam cooler filled with ice. And that's in there too. Like he's just have him in a cat box filled with ice cubes. He's just I don't know why. That's just like the funniest thing to me. And then like does he tell her I don't think he does. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. He comes in and she's like eating him a milkshake. It's just like going all over everywhere. And he's like, don't you know not to give him milkshakes? Look at this mess. You know, there's a whole that's just the same thing. Doom Patrol is such a weird comic because it was like all this stuff about like how they like Dorothy is like all her powers are like activated by like her emotions and stuff, and like she can create all these weird creatures that just like appear whenever she's like feeling different ways and stuff. Like it's and she's supposed to look like a real deformed looking, like she's like animalistic looking. But like
he does look kind of weird.
Yeah, like she's supposed to look like she's like real like not even like ape, but like you know like
mongoloid looking,
like animal. Like she's supposed to be almost kind of like hairy and like you know just like looking really like an animal person. You know.
Yeah, you see on the like arms there.
Yeah. Her arms are supposed to be real hairy. Like that's why she wears a sweater. And I think she gets this weird doll. Old Charlie.
You know, like all of them also kind of have a weird similarity in that like their appearance is kind of like they're all misfits. You know, like you said, he's like a robot. You know, the negative man is like what even is he? He's just like bandages wrapped around like a you know a man or something.
There's all these weird ghosts that are in the room that are all like they all died in this house. Like it was like an orgy house or something. And so like all the ghosts are all people that died in orgies. Like it is like a bit like it's just one thing on top of another on top of another on top of her. I mean, this is you know them like you know team shot. You know, as Dorothy carrying the head down the stairs in a box filled with ice, carrying a demonic doll toy, bandage people and like robot man standing on their own. Talking about sex ghosts, like that's what I'm saying. It is like it's definitely not like a. It's just
that's why
every weird thing you
Vertigo.
That's what I'm saying. Every weird thing you can think to throw together. Cannibal kids that come into the supermarket. And that's the thing too. Is like they do just like weird normal things, like go to the supermarket to get groceries, and you know of course all kinds of weird shit happens because.
They're weird.
Yeah, it's fucking robot man walking around town. Like, sort of Azrael. You've seen this, right?
I've never actually read that one. But I mean, like, I know what Azrael is, and that he's basically Jean-Paul Valley.
I've got, like, one of the issues of this, I think, here. It's this Joe Quesada art. Like,
That's really, it's cool.
It is insane. Like he's so cool looking.
Yeah,
this giant robot gloves.
Kind of reminds me of like the Phantasm, like in the animated movie.
I can see that.
Yes, I feel like that he probably was influenced in the look. Like it was probably part of it. Nightfall.
That's that. Kelly Jones. Such a.
I had that one cover.
every cover for that, you were just
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
him and Sam Keith doing those covers was just.
Here's Rorschach.
What's Golden Age Sandman?
Or
And there
is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
there
okay,
really
never
was
mind.
like a Golden Age Sandman.
Never
that had
mind.
The,
I was just thinking Rorschach because he was on the side of a building and looked like he's like using his grapple gun thing. But
yeah, see, this is like just.
I guess the Sandman has one of those too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. That was the original. Originally, that was the Sandman back in the. He was one of the old timey heroes.
Yeah.
Golden Age.
Yeah, he had a gas mask and he had like a gun that put people asleep.
And then there was I've got one of the issues of the next one that came out in the 70s that was this weird links, like Jack Kirby thing. But yes, this really cool stuff. Definitely.
Yeah, and I got like another Doom Patrol.
Oh, another.
And I don't know.
Yeah, well, Doom Patrol is always just like weird. That's what I mean. Like, why isn't X-Men like this? You know what I mean? Like a page of what on earth was there? Dancing goat people or something? Like, I think those are. Oh yeah, those are the things that she makes. Like this wire hanger person and stuff. These are like projections from Dorothy. But they have like they're not like hallucinations, like they're physical
manifestations.
Yeah, they go out and they kick the shit out of stuff, you know.
Oh, there's an ad for the Sebastian O thing in there.
Let's see it. It says
done.
Dandy of fashion, an artiste who escape, a killer of men. In these techno Victorian times, you have to be all three. Dandy, Simpson.
You should like try and like splice together like a cartoon.
Put a picture of him
of like Dandy Don Simpson, but like put him in like a suit like that.
Put in that picture of him like. I think what it is, I think he was mad because like he saw me on this other thing, this a stream that was with like an interview with Jaime Hernandez, and like he said hello to me on there. He's like, "Hi, Dr.Ben."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, hey, awesome, thank you." You know, like, oh yeah, just dump it into the thing here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just
whoops.
I get out of there. Oh my gosh, you're gonna spoil it. You're killing me. Live on the air, I'm dying.
Okay.
Thankfully, no one is here to watch me die, but
okay.
They might know eventually.
Well,
but yeah, like that's what I'm saying. It's like I think it was he felt like embarrassed because he saw me and he was like acting like it's like, "Oh hi, like nice to see you," and then the next thing he's like, "Fuck you, you guys better fucking fire this guy up the book. You won't get my blessing, Dandy Don Simpson." Okay.
And
that's what I'm saying, like that's shitty.
Yeah.
You know, like you deserve to be called out for doing something shitty like that. Because I mean, Comicsgate.
Yeah.
Comicsgate is like for readers. It's like people reading comics that are like, this is what they like. They don't want whatever. They want this. They don't want that. You know, like it's that's all it is Comicsgate is listening to. So the leader of Comicsgate is the reader. Do I understand?
Yeah.
It is like claiming allegiance to the, the Mexican flag while you're an American or whatever. Like, yes, I support Mexico.
I don't have problems with Mexico.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I can understand you can't like be like, yes, I too support the Mexican flag. I too support the
I don't support any flag. I'm with the Invisibles on this one.
Well, I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like people were like, people always have talk shit about me. You know that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing is I can talk to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah. I don't. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like I don't get the whole.
I don't get
it's
exclusion.
common.
I don't get why you would like just like exclude people from things.
Right. Yeah. Because there's and everything they say. Like I'm not a killer.
I'm not. One thing I am not. Killer.
Let me hold on.
What? Oh yes. Yeah.
Let me so they know I'm serious. I'm saying even though one thing I am not is a killer. I'm a cartoonist.
Yes.
But
So yeah. So
yeah, I think that's
I think that's good. I don't really have a lot to say about these ones. They were just kind of random picks. But I guess while I have them, I guess I'll show them. But we don't have to look inside them necessarily. But I got a Captain Atom comic book.
Hold on here. This is the
other
guy.
Yeah. Just show off that.
Because I told you that.
Yeah.
I am not. It's a killer. That sound. Or no, I have to go to this. Shit. He's so confused. Exit solo. Go back to the solo on this. Yeah, because I had to. I told you that comic book convention.
Mm-hmm. Which one?
Thought Bubble.
Yeah.
In the United Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
They blocked me.
Mm.
I never contacted, never mentioned the convention. You know what I'm saying? It's a convention over in England.
Mm-hmm.
They blocked me.
Mm.
But you know who else they blocked?
Who?
And they invite
Frank Miller.
They are the company or the convention that kicked out Frank Miller. They invited him and then they uninvited him because of
probably some opinions or something.
Yeah, there was this lady who was an editor for different presses and whatnot. Said that she felt unsafe because of Frank Miller wrote the Holy Terror book that he did.
Oh,
where it was.
Oh yeah,
it
the
was
kind of
like
like
Batman villain fighting terrorists. That made her feel unsafe. It's kind of like, wait, so you identify with the terrorist? What does that mean?
I don't think that. I think it's because she's Muslim or something.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just bizarre. Like, so the people that are like, what? So bizarre, weird, like, and people had pointed out to him, like, that could be considered like racist or whatever to have him fighting, Muslim terrorists or Arab terrorists or whatever. But it's like,
I think
then like the Rambo movies are all racist then, and like all the other movies where it's like, they're fighting the Russians or they're fighting the Japanese or they're fighting. Then we got to stop. All the movies are all racist then. Everything is racist.
Well,
like that's what I mean. It's like it's not like he's the same as these other, cartoonists and storytellers. They're not advocating.
Mm-hmm.
Grant Morrison wasn't advocating for people to be like that. So, Frank Miller isn't advocating that you become a whatever the heck that thing is,
or wired to like some machine computer thing, like
right.
Yeah.
He isn't like this is what you need to do with your life.
I feel like he's actually kind of probably against that. I would guess. Maybe that's the point of this comic book. You'll have to find out.
Right. Well, because it is like this thing is like it's this cyborg thing, and it's like that is the part of the story.
Yeah.
Is that it's like taking like this dude's like his soul. It takes his DNA and whatnot too. It gets all the stuff because it's gonna.
So is this about AI?
Yeah,
it's like
it's-
taking information, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying.
And
It's the
you know,
they're gonna,
manipulating through like an algorithm that it's reading. It's taking information from you about your interests, likes. It's kind of manipulating you through that.
Yeah,
you know, you
create
could
a
say
global holy war.
Yeah.
Yes, bring us great cleansing and
technology against all the meat flesh, right?
Exactly. See, the technology is going to make just the ones that are the good ones. That's what I'm saying. They're taking this dude's DNA, the Roman dude. That's
like it's like transhumanism.
Well, it's the Roman story is like he was a samurai back in the day, back in the real samurai days, and his nemesis. They were transplanted to this future cyberpunk world of Ronin, right? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I am like, this is this issue 4 that he drew, and then the Daniel Henriks inked and toned by the Henriks guy. I mean, this looks like fantastic. I mean,
do they have like? Are the other copies like? Can I get them anywhere?
They're still. That's what I'm saying. I got these around. Yeah, I got these at Comic Haven, Manor, or wherever, Willoughby or something like that.
Yeah, Willoughby.
Yeah,
that's where it is.
So I got this from there. Yeah, this is them like going through the window. Billy, those walls, they're hard plastic. Various plastic, stronger than steel. No, it, Ma. It's stuck, it's cautious like bugs. It's not gonna come up your eyes, Ma. They're gonna be glass. And like, it's just crazy. Just the way the black and white tones and everything work on it. So, the off center there.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And how much is that?
A lot.
No, I mean like no, but that's a lot of comic though. That's
it's like
I mean that's a pretty thick book, you know. Like
the paint. Well, that's what I'm saying. The paper has a real nice like, feel to it. Like it's not quite newsprint, but it's not glossy. Like it's really nice. All of it, it's a really nice production. So I mean, that's you can't really. That's what they are now. But yeah, the cover is just like it's honors. Kind of have to hold up this angle for here, but that's what I'm saying. This is the one where he just did the layouts. That's like Philip Tan doing the pencils and the Daniel Henriks inks and tones. And this one's more like what would you call it, like ornate looking maybe.
wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
And again with the headless motif, or the just the head, the severed head motif. That was a big play of Oscar Wilde's too. Is the play about John the Baptist.
Yeah.
Which
he was beheaded.
As discussed the other day, that was also supposed to be what the Knights Templar supposedly worshipped, was the mummified head
of John the Baptist.
Yes, that was what I've heard. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not.
I think John the Baptist was my favorite disciple. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I don't know if he was really he wasn't a disciple. He was
he was one of the disciples of Jesus, right?
He was the one like announcing it. He was the one that baptized him.
No, but he joined them. He was with them.
Yeah, but they killed him. Like, so I mean, like he was beheaded.
I know.
Pretty quick.
But he was my favorite. of the 12. That's what I'm saying. I'm just joking.
I don't think he was considered one of the 12.
I thought he was. What do you really?
No.
Do we have any Bible scholars out there?
Ask, give me the iPad over there. Ask Siri. We'll ask the AI. Here, hold that there for just a second. Hey Siri, was John the Baptist one of the 12 apostles? That says no.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Huh.
Quora, Quora, that one always is like.
Huh. That's weird. I
right.
mean, you probably had one named John though. Just wasn't the same John. I guess that's where my confusion is.
You're thinking the one who wrote the book, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
And did the.
I guess I just kind of
book
made an
Revelation.
assumption that was wrong.
Yeah, he wasn't the one that was beheaded. I think he was probably still killed. He was the one that was on the island.
Yeah.
Book of Revelation. Yeah, entirely separate.
Yeah.
Separate from John the Baptist. That's what I mean. John the Baptist was supposed to be his.
I thought, I don't know. It's just like, what are the odds of two people in the Middle East being named John? Seems like an unusual name, like for out there.
I don't know. I mean, I guess that's maybe back then. I was, you know.
Yeah.
This face, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. These some here. This I mean, this is still like that, dude. Just all these faces in here and stuff are just completely on point. And it's got that's the other cool thing is it has these behind the scenes pencils and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And like he has notes on there for the guys.
Mhm.
Shrink the taxi. Our guys to fit in the frame. That's what I'm saying. It's not like they're like drawing over this. It's like they're using this as like the reference to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they are drawing over something. I don't know. What would you do if like you had like Frank Miller giving you his pencils and fucking markers or whatever he's giving them here? Like, what do you do with that? Like, okay, draw this. Like what? Okay. All right, I'll draw that. Taxi bigger in relation to humans. Fiery polluted sky in background. See, that's what I'm saying. Like this is like so cool to be able to see the process for him. Like Frank Miller doing.
That's where the what the extra money's for. You know, I think it's worth that money though.
Oh yeah. It's not. That's what I'm saying. It's not like too much or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look at that. That's what he gave him. And then that's how it ends up in the book.
And you know what? It's cheaper than going to the movies. You know?
It's true. Yeah, they kind of changed. Well, look at that. Like they changed like there. Like you see how her hair is.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's got it like over her face. Maybe they talked about that or something. I don't know. Anyways, I'm loving this thing though. I only got like 2 issues. I need to track down the others. I think they're up to issue 5. There's only gonna be like 6 issues. And then does this have in the back? Does it have the ad? Because he's doing a new. It's like just love getting to see it. And the little tones is like marker or something. I don't know. the slide of the pencil, maybe. Yeah, that's what it has to be like. See what I'm talking about there? Like the that looks like it's just, if you take the pencil and you're just the side of it.
Yeah.
You get that big fat. It looks like look at it, like they're just. And these are the pencils. It said too. It said these are. Yeah, Miller and Tan bring us the pages. So that's his.
Yeah.
That's Frank Miller's page.
Yeah, in the Frank Miller style.
And then that's 4Pan's pencils.
Yeah.
And then what? This is this is it's the next issue. So that's what I'll have to go get issue 5.
It
See what it looks like.
Sneak peek.
Yeah, to see what the total final image looks like. That's amazing. I like it. It's really good stuff. It's good stuff. So,
I didn't realize Todd McFarlane did the pencils in this.
What?
In this thing.
Oh wow! What?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yeah. The Alien Alliance. Yeah, I just kind of found it in a dollar bin. I just
Plot and breakdowns by Keith Giffen.
I thought it was a pretty wicked looking alien, so
that's why. Oh yeah, look at that. Script by Bill Mantlo, pencils by Todd McFarlane, and inks by Pete Craig Russell for chapter 1. Did you get to meet him when he came up here to
who?
Pete Craig Russell? Or no?
I don't know.
He came up to Tony had a thing during 2020. Like when they canceled all the stuff. Tony had a comics event day at the barbecue place. Well, that's cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty epic thing. These aliens are working with the Thanagarians, and they're waging war on humans because they're afraid of the meta-human potential of the human species or mankind or whatever, and that also they're unpredictable because there's the aliens all look the same. There's no distinction between any one of them, but humans, on the other hand, are there's less order in their universe. So
I can definitely see
they feel threatened by that, and they want to contain it basically, or obliterate it, or that's kind of what I get. I haven't read the whole thing, but
cat ladies. I always don't cat ladies with that. I don't know about her nose though.
Yeah,
and that's a bit. What's off? Right on.
Yeah, pretty cool.
All right. Well, let me things like that. We'll do play us out with what was I gonna play? Oh, be back.
Do that one with the Christian Bale.
Yeah.
With the American Psycho, because that is Sebastian O. He's American Psycho. He's he's a rich guy that just goes around killing people. Yeah, he's just like Sebastian O.
All right. Well, that was a good. I mean, I think iffy at the beginning, but I think we pulled it off, pulled it all together.
Yeah.
This is a long one, but
yep.
We brought you have to be credited as the co-creator for Babies from
Hell. Yeah.
All right. Well, next time I'm gonna drop some sketches,
some baby goal, and
I'll be posting that. Okay.
Maybe you can even have other people that are suspects of like Ripper
yeah.
people like as characters like Lewis Carroll could be a
So,
baby
say
and
little
stuff
baby
like
Lewis Carroll would,
yeah
like, show up. Or,
yeah.
like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like all of it needs to be like baby versions of everyone. Like just turn it into a whole. Like the same way like Muppet Babies would do like reenactments in movies and stuff. Like have like.
Are we
little
going to
babies.
have to like
You'd have to have that.
watch
what's
through
the
like
name of that
all
big-
of the episodes of Muppet Babies to prime like
What's the name of that
our
big
creative
the
juices
goat
for this
thing?
project? What?
Jubelon or something?
Oh,
Remember that
yeah.
big giant?
Oh yeah.
What's that thing?
I don't know.
Like a baby version of that thing too. Like that big, isn't it like a big? It's like a big giant, like 3-headed like dog or something. isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, I remember her. It's the vision that Dr. Goal has. Like, yeah.
Would the queen? Is the queen going to be a baby too, or would she still be just like the queen? Like that's because that's the other character. Baby Elephant Man is definitely.
That's like it's so funny though to think of like them being like two dweeby ones.
and that's what I'm saying.
And like
and we gotta have Baby Network
and
too. with them.
yeah,
like he's their like
they're like third wheel or whatever.
Right. All right. Well, we're gonna get working on drawing some babies from hell. Come back again. Relaunch.
Do not wear that outfit again. But if you want to keep it sweet, because I want to fit in. Sorry, you're just not terribly important to me. Did you know that Whitney Houston's debut LP her phone #1 single song? Did you know that Christy? There are no girls with good personalities. I don't think we should see each other anymore. It never was supposed to be. Gotta return some videotapes. Have to return some videotapes. Did you know I'm utterly insane? I like to dissect girls and ate some of their brains. Gotta return some